Welcome into Real Talk Today. I'm Michael Liptak here with Sidney McIntyre. Ray Rice, the Baltimore Ravens ex-running back, he told the Baltimore Sun that after this long, drawn-out process in the media, after his domestic violence video came out, that he's actually tempted or he's contemplated committing suicide. And I'm going to ask Sidney what she thinks about Rice's comments. He said that it's been such a long and drawn-out process, and he's been made pretty much the face of domestic violence in the United States. What are your thoughts on his comments that he actually said that I can see why now people commit suicide?
Well, I think it's just sad. It really puts a perspective on what the overall, I guess, reaction and what like the effects, I guess, is a better word, of something like this matter, and how how the media can change our perceptions on things. And so even somebody who's the victim of it and somebody who he knows his own situation away from the media, how the media itself can depict how he feels, and it can kind of change his emotions. And so it's sad to me, because I understand the position that he's in as a domestic violence person within it, and it's just sad that he's going through that, especially having both sides, knowing the media and then knowing it firsthand.
Well, I kind of feel bad for him in the sense that he has become the face of domestic violence, not just in the NFL, but in the United States, because it was on CNN, Fox
Right.
News, and the video was shown over and over again, and he was made out to be, obviously what he did was wrong, but I think he was in the wrong place at the wrong time, in the sense that the NFL and the United States in general has put a backseat to sexual assault on women for so long that when it finally came out like this, we saw in full color what happens in these types of situations. That's when people really took a look at it, and I think that's how it's become a little bit a bigger story than it is.
Well, and it just kind of makes you take a step back, because you hear you hear the media and you hear how the media portrays a certain situation, and then you never know, well, what do they think about it? And you never realize that the media can manipulate the mind of the victims within the situation itself. And so I think for me it's amazing to me how much the media can manipulate. That's the best word to put it. Can manipulate every circumstance and the outcome of so many things.
Going off that comment, it's amazing that once people see something in the media, in the newspaper, on TV, it becomes something so much bigger than it really is. I mean, you look at what happened with the Ebola thing, when the news covered it so much and people got it in their head that it was actually going to spread all the way across the country, and we need to start putting people in boxes who we thought actually had Ebola. And so this is what kind of happened with Ray Rice, and it became something that was talked about so much, and he was in the news every day, and I can understand why. I mean, he did something terrible. You can't condone what he did, but at the same time, you have to learn to forgive him and let him build off that and actually try to become a better person.
Well, and with that too, that goes hand in hand. I think that these certain situations, like the Ebola, like the Ray Rice, like anything that happens either in Hollywood or in the medical field, I think that it's important for us to take that, that subject itself and educate ourselves on it. So if something happens with domestic violence, we need to educate ourselves on why this is happening, who it's happening to, most of all, and then how people feel about it. So if they feel strongly about Ebola and they feel scared about it, well, they need to help educate us. Why should we or shouldn't we not feel scared? What should we know and what should we not know about certain things? What are relevant and what are irrelevant? So that's kind of my take on subjects all around.
And if you'd like to join the conversation, follow us on our Facebook page. Let us know what you think about Ray Rice's comments about he now understands why people commit suicide after this long drawn out process in the media with him after his domestic dispute.